Jason, you know it's all about Ichiro, your AL Player of the Month. 214 hits, 43 behind gorgeous George Sisler's record of 257. Top of the first is first at bat. He singles the center, make it 215. 42 hits away from tying Sisler's 84-year-old mark. Top of the fourth, Ichiro singles to left, hit number 218. 216, excuse me. Jose Lopez scores 8-5 Blue Jays. Ichiro winning a Thursday on pace for 263 hits. Top of the sixth, and he does it again. Ichiro, 217 hits. He went 3 for 5 with an RBI. Of course, the Mariners lose. Ichiro has 29 games left to break the record. You know, in addition to his team losing, Ichiro still playing well. You see what he has done. 3 more hits for the amazing Ichiro, giving him 879 for his major league career. That ties him with the Hall of Famer Kirby Puckett for the most hits over a 4-year span during the last 50 seasons.
15 games coming into Toronto. Tim Hudson had not allowed a home run in his last 13 starts, 96 and a third. Bottom 2, Carlos Delgado. Solo shot is 25th. It's 1-0 Blue Jays. Alex Rios in the home half of the 5th. Doubles up the middle. Bobby Crosby. Vernon Wells scores. Hudson would allow 4 runs on 8 hits and 7. And Toronto leads 4-3. But in the 6th, Bobby Kelty comes up facing former A Ted Lilly. And he makes a winner out of Huddy, a 2-run shot. His 7th, he was 3 for 4. Hudson wins his 4th straight start. And the A's take care of Bidnett at Skydome A 7-4. The A's have won 15 of their last 17 games.
There's a fly ball, and it will drop in front of Reed Johnson. He cuts it off before it gets to the wall. But Swisher has a walk and a double to his credit. His first major league hit is a double.
And the coaches for the A's will look for him to get that baseball.
Oakland up 4 games in the AL West at Toronto. Top 3. Jays up 1. Runner on second for Mark Kotsay. Chopper. Bobby Crosby gets in a pickle.
Oh, those are bad.
And he's tagged out. Then Kotsay tries to advance to second, and Carlos Delgado tags him out. Bad base running. Top 9, Eric Burns. 1-run game, bases loaded.
And Burns drives it to left, and the ball is over the head of Johnson, who broke in on the ball. Oh, my goodness. The whole world has just scored.
Well, the A's win 9-5. 16th win in the last 18 games.
Blue Jays and Rich Harden hadn't lost in 13 straight decisions, looking for his 10th win as they try to sweep him. Delgado lift off deep to right center field. He's got 26 home runs this year. Toronto has got a rare 4-0 lead over Rich Harden.
It's a shame we're not seeing that swing in the postseason.
Yeah, it really is. 2 on, 1 out. Eric Hinske, he'll lift one into left. Delgado's going to come around to score. Harden left the game. He was responsible for the 2 men that are still on. So Justin Dukeshire comes on, and he'll walk Frank Menechino. This didn't take long. This was 1, 2, 3, 4 pitches. And the next batter is Gabe Gross. Strike 1. Next pitch locked in. Strike 2.
Wow.
0-2 count. Adam Melhu starts. Got one in here, there. Curveball, slider. Throw a strike and don't let him hit it. Ouch! Woo. Hang him and bang him curve. A grand slam to right. Gross's first major league grand. 9-2 Jays. 13-5 when Crosby gets underneath one. Eric Crozier ranging into foul territory. Yes!
Nice. Now that's a web gem.
Spoken like a true first baseman who's visited the stands.
They're the best athletes.
Let's take short leads. Blue Jays win it by a score of 13-5. 20 hits in this game, and again, rare that you see Rich Harden, his first loss in his last 14 starts.
Fine, everybody's in great health. There's a swing, there's a fly ball. This is hit well to center field. It's up, and it is gone for Swisher. Oh, man, he just teed off straight away center field. Give him his first big league home run.
Angels looking for their 4th straight win, hosting the Blue Jays with Bartolo Colon on the mound. Top 2, Toronto threatening, but Colon rings up Gabe Gross, gets out of the inning. He struck out 7-7. Bottom 4, Vlad the Impaler Guerrero to left, RBI double off Dave Bush. David Eckstein scores, and Anaheim has a 1-0 lead. And the inning continues with Guerrero still on second for Troy Gloss. Eric Hinske at third. Nice backhanded grab. The throw, not so much. Guerrero scores. Gloss goes to second on the throwing error. Credited with a single. It's 2-0 Angels. Bottom 5, Sean Figgins. Fair or foul? Well, how's this for a definitive answer? Right off the pole. 2-run shot is 5th. 4-0 Anaheim. Bottom 6, Garrett Anderson. He's a home run king. Solo shot off Bush is 12th. Cologne picks up win number 14. And the Angels have got it going. It's a 5-2 win here. They've won 4 in a row.
Angels began the night a game and a half back of Oakland, 4 back of Boston in the wild card, so they knew they had a chance to gain on somebody, taking on Toronto. Top of the first, Orlando Hudson on third. Carlos Delgado at bat. Vladimir Guerrero has no idea where this ball is, and Adam Kennedy couldn't help him out. Hudson scores, Delgado to second. Halo's up 1-0, and that would pretty much stick. Kelvin Escobar mowing people down. Greg Zahn, Reed Johnson, he went down twice. Delgado swinging and missing. Eric Hinsky took it like a man. In the 6th, Hudson also just browsing. Next batter, Vernon Wells. Watch your step as you exit the box. Alex Rios, a 2-time loser against Escobar. Gabe Gross swinging in the 8th. Wes Adams swinging, missing. Escobar with a career-high 12 strikeouts. But you know what? Justin Miller was better. He had never thrown more than 7 innings in 30 starts, but he went 8 in this one. Just 2 hits allowed, 3 strikeouts. Jays win the game 1-0.
This could move to within just a game of AL West leading Oakland with a win against the Blue Jays. Jared Washburn on the mound facing Carlos Delgado, and Delgado. Wow, this disappears like socks in a drawer. His 27th home run of the year. 5-0 Blue Jays as they scored 5 runs in the 3rd. Same score, Sean Figgins facing Ted Lilly. Figgins trying something to wake up his ball club. The bunt, Lilly bare-handed it, and the toss for the out. It's a top play nominee. You need another look. Lilly, smart thinking, good grab, knew he didn't have a lot of time, and the Blue Jays hang on to beat the Angels, who are now 2 back of Oakland in the West.
Blue Jays in Texas, here we go. Bottom 7, 6-4 game. Alfonso Soriano, we're going into right. Lance Nix around third. He's going to come in to score. Texas battling. They're down 1. Don't fall asleep on these Rangers. Spot them 8. 1 on. Down a run. Make a case for them, Harold. Why can they come back?
Well, they got a nice little homestand at the end of the year. They got Oakland and Anaheim both coming into Texas, and don't let them be close.
Rangers win at 7-6. Come back against the Blue Jays.
24th pitcher used by the Jays this year. The lefty getting Hideki Matsui, and then A-Rod, not even a chance. Chacin, 7 innings, 3 hits allowed, 3 runs scored, 2 earned runs. Bottom 8, it's 6-1 Jays backs full, nobody out for Derek Jeter. Why are we building this up? He's facing Miguel Batista, and Jeter has not hit a grand slam in 128 at-bats. And Jeter makes the crowd really excited. Over 10,000 at Yankee Stadium for this game for the makeup game. I know. So much for that. 6-3 Jays backs full again for Jeter. 2 outs in the 9th. No grand slam in 129 at bats. I heard a drum roll. I really did. On the ground. Hey, he's not perfect. You call him dreamy, but he's not perfect. Russ Adams, good throw. Jays win. But I have a question for you, John. As you watch Russ Adams do the Jeter imitation, would the Red Sox take advantage of the Yankee loss?
Well, I believe I have that answer right here in my hot little hand, huh?
Doesn't everybody do it? Number 7, Jays, Yankees, Bernie Williams. Eric Hinsky using the bare hand. It all works. Bernie is out. Take another look just in case you looked away to dip your chip. Good five. I'm focused on the Jays and Yankees. John Olerud, Orlando Hudson. I'll tell you, that water gymnastics really paying off for Hudson.
In Toronto, battle between last year's Cy Young winner and runner-up. Tough year for both. Esteban Loaiza, 9-7 ERA over 5. Roy Halladay, 7-7 ERA over 4. Tuesday, top 1, Loaiza against Carlos Delgado. He's already struck out the first 2 minutes. Strikes out the side, goes 5 1/3, 2 hits, 2 earned, 5K. Halladay making his first start in 2 months. Tired right shoulder. Alex Rodriguez to deep center. Vernon Wells to the window, to the wall. And he drops Alex Rodriguez with a home run. Isn't he lovely? A top play nominee, and then Wells and Halladay. Yeah, got you, brother. Gary Sheffield's the next batter. First ever at-bats against Halladay, and you never get a second chance to make a first impression. This dude is shouldering the load. Ties Joe DiMaggio with 19 home runs by the right-handed batter at Yankee Stadium. Bottom 2, Jason Giambi, hitless in his last 32 at-bats.
That one's hit deep to left center field. Going back is Gross. On the track at the wall, leaps. See ya! The streak is over, and it's over in a loud way.
I was in cloud nine, there's no doubt about it. You know, I mean, the fans, my teammates, everybody's been great during this whole process. And, you know, to have my first hit and have it be a home run and, you know, with the guys out there, it doesn't get much better than that.
Outside.
Yankees win the ballgame 5-3. Loaiza's first win as a Yankee, and Mariano Rivera earns his 50th save of the season.
Were a win or Texas loss away from securing a playoff spot on photo day at Yankee Stadium. Not pictured. Gary Sheffield, who was late, and Orlando Hernandez, who pitched. Bernie Williams made the shoot, then got to strike a pose in the first. 2-run shot. Williams' 20th homer of the season. Second time in team history the Yanks have had 6 20-homer men in the second. New York still up 2-0. Ruben Sierra, 0-2 for Ted Lilly, became 0-0. His 17th, 3-0 Yanks. On to the third we go. Blue Jays down 3-0. Russ Adams off El Duque, his third of the year. Adams 3 for 5. The 24-year-old call-up hitting .354, and it's 3-1. In the seventh, Duque in a jam leads 3-2, 2 on, 1 away. Joe Torre says, hey, you're excused for missing the picture. Just don't let this develop. 2-1 count for Vernon Wells. That's a 2-run triple to deep right. Chris Gomez, Adams both score. Toronto takes a 4-3 lead. No magic on this night. It's the first loss for El Duque since 2002.
Time to recognize Miguel Tejada, 142 RBIs, best in baseball. He's 3 RBIs shy of breaking the single-season record for a shortstop held by Vern Stevens. Tejada pops up. 4th shortstop ever, by the way, with at least 140 RBIs for Tejada. We'll get back to him. How about now? Runners on the corners. Tejada likes the fastball, but Eric Hinsky robs him of a base hit. Orioles would not score in that inning. As you take another look, Tejada went 0 for 4. The Orioles clinch a losing season for a 7th straight year. Orioles, the RBI machine. It's Miguel Tejada. Up the middle for a single that'll drive in Tim Raines Jr. Tejada breaking the Orioles single-season record for RBIs. Congratulations.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swinging a high fly ball, deep right field. That ball's going to go way back. It is gone. May have gone on the Utah street. Palmeiro hits it out, and we're tied.
Is hosting the Blue Jays on Thursday. Miguel Tejada racking up the RBIs. Bottom 3. Here's Tejada. Doubles to right center. Drives in 2 more. 4-3 Orioles. Tejada closing in on Vern Stevens' major league record for RBIs by a shortstop. He gets another one here in the 5th. Goes yard, his 33rd. He was 2 for 4, drove in 3. He leads the majors with 146 RBIs. So he's right back of Vern Stevens' 159 RBIs in 1949. The Orioles win the game 9-3. Miguel Tejada leads everybody, 146 runs driven in, with 4 games to go, all against the Red Sox. He has a chance to record the most RBI in a season 1 year after switching teams. Rogers Hornsby holds that mark with 149 in 1929. Big Papi. Meanwhile, the Yankees in Toronto hoping to get something out of El Duque as Joe Torre thinks about that playoff rotation. He's going to let Willie Randolph manage the team, taking the day off. Bottom 1, Vernon Wells. First pitch he sees. His 23rd, 2-0 Toronto. Hernandez battling a tired arm, and, well, he looked tired. Bottom 3 after walking in a run. Guillermo Quiroz singles to left, 2-run score. Short night for El Duque, allowed 5 runs on 5 hits in 3. He may or may not be New York's Game 3 starter. David Bush throws a 2-hitter, struck out 11, and the Jays win 7-zip.